Romans chapter 15. Romans chapter 15. Romans chapter 15. Beginning at verse number 1 and concluding with verse number 3. When we all have it, say amen. Amen. Let us read it together. Shall we begin? We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. For even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about the responsibility of caring for the brethren.
Amen.
The responsibility of caring for the brethren. The responsibility of caring for the brethren. Now, for those of the 21st century, let me just dilute that topic and say the responsibility of caring for the brothers and sisters.
All right.
The responsibility of caring for the brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, when we last left you, we was discussing the accountability for the transformed Christian. Simply because too many times we as believers sit and judge what other believers do, and we fail to check and to police our own self.
All right.
I told you once, I told you twice, I'll tell you again, every Christian has the responsibility of policing themselves.
Amen.
It is not our responsibility to police one and another.
All right.
I wish I could help somebody.
Amen.
Paul tells the church at Rome in the accountability that there are some Christians who eat meat.
All right.
There are some Christians who do not.
All right.
The thought comes out of the conflict between the Jewish Christian and the Gentile Christian. The Jewish Christian brought Judaism into Christianity, and so there were certain meats that they considered unclean.
All right.
The Gentile had no such restrictions on their diet.
All right.
They could eat anything, whether it be the pig feet or the pig nose or the pig head or the pig's tail or the pig's intestines. It really didn't matter. They could eat anything.
All right.
And the Jewish Christians were criticizing the Gentile Christians because they were saying that the Gentile Christians was not really Christians because they was not abiding by the laws of Judaism, which restricted certain meats.
All right.
I wish I could help somebody.
Amen.
And that same kind of criticism exists in the world today.
Amen.
Particularly among our churches.
Amen.
There are some Christians who believe that a glass of white wine with fish is okay.
All right.
There are some Christians who believe that you are not supposed to consume alcoholic beverages at all.
All right. All right.
And those who don't drink often criticize those when they see them drinking white wine.
All right.
I wish I had a witness here.
Amen.
When the truth of the matter is, the Bible never says that you cannot drink wine.
All right.
I wish I had some.
Amen.
I wish I had a witness here. The Bible warns against being drunk.
All right.
Which means drinking in excess.
All right.
Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Amen.
And so that same criticism exists even in our own day and age. Now, brothers and sisters, I want to be clear because I don't want you confused, even though there's the criticism that you should not drink from those who don't drink. And the Bible does not say that you cannot drink, but that you should not get drunk.
Right.
The reason we here at Mount Moriah and some other Baptist churches abstain from drinking alcoholic beverages is because we made a pledge
All right.
in our church covenant
Amen.
to abstain from the sale and use of intoxicating liquids as a
All right.
talk to me somebody.
Amen.
Which means that we who make that pledge should not be drinking beer.
Amen.
We should not be drinking coolers.
All
I
right.
wish you'd help me here.
All right.
I said, I wish you'd help me here.
Amen.
It's not biblical based. It's based upon the pledge that we make in our church covenant every first Sunday before God, angels, and this assembly. Come
All
on,
right.
talk to me.
Amen.
So that's why we avoid alcoholic beverages, whether it's beer, coolers, champagne.
All right.
Did I say champagne?
Yes, he did.
Anything that has alcohol in it. Now, brothers and sisters, I got to tell you, in some Baptist churches you go to, you cannot keep that covenant. Because they make communion wine now
All right.
with alcohol in it. I want you to hear it. Y'all never had it? Y'all never had it? Yeah, they do it. They do it. And so some churches, when they serve communion, it's wine with alcohol. And you buy it not from the liquor store, you buy it from the religious store.
All right.
The same place we get our bread. Yeah, because we can get our juice from the grocery store.
All right.
But it's the same place. Are you listening to me?
Amen.
If you ever open up a book that sells religious things, if they sell communion stuff, if they got communion wine, it has alcohol in it.
All right.
Because for most folks, it's unnatural
All
to
right.
have wine without alcohol.
All right.
Y'all quiet. Y'all must not be wine drinking. What y'all drink? Vodka? Gin? Don't indict yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, they have alcohol in the communion wine. And that's why we're so blessed here at Mount Moriah that we still ascribe to the fruit of the vine principle, which the Bible talks about.
All right.
The fruit of the vine is anything that comes off of the grapevine, including grape juice as well as wine.
All right. All right.
Come on, talk to me. Because we don't want y'all to become alcoholics.
Amen.
It'll be bad for somebody to become an alcoholic while they're taking the Lord's Supper.
Amen.
So that's why we avoid alcoholic beverages, because we make that pledge.
Amen.
Y'all listening to me?
Amen.
Because we make that
Pledge.
on the first Sunday when we read our church covenant. But yet there are still many of us who still end up judging those who take a drink.
All right.
Everybody's not ready to give up liquor.
All right.
Just like everybody's not ready to give up smoking.
All right.
Everybody's not ready to quit snorting cocaine.
Amen.
Everybody is not ready to quit using crack.
All right.
Anybody that's ever been converted knows that this is a process.
Amen.
It is not an overnight sensation. Come on,
Amen.
talk to me for a minute here. The things that you used to do, you slowly don't want to do them.
All right.
Do I have a witness here?
Amen.
And so in accountability, what Paul talked about, instead of us judging what other folks do and saying that they're not Christians, that they're not believers, we need to take responsibility for our own actions and understand that we have an accountability unto God, which means we have to answer to the Lord for our.
Amen.
Because sad as it seems, most of us live by a double standard.
All right.
I wish I had some help here.
All right.
We can always see what somebody else do wrong.